Welcome to More Than a Few Words, marketing conversation for business owners. This is your host, Lorraine Ball. And there's this common myth that as a business owner, it's your business and you got to do it all. But that's actually a huge mistake. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And to have that conversation, I have invited Carolyn Biesalski to join me. And Carolyn is a former accountant. She is now a coach and a consultant working with businesses, helping them make inspired choices. She's the host of the Inspired Choice podcast, and she has a new book out called Inspired Choice Chronicles. There'll be links to all of that in the show notes. Carolyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
I'm so excited. We had a conversation a few weeks ago on your show, so it's fun for me to sit in the host chair and put you in the guest chair now.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Okay, so let's start with you. You were running an accounting firm and you did that for a long time. What do you think was wrong with you in that role? What just didn't seem to work for you?
Yeah, so it was not what I really wanted. First, I thought it is the only thing I can do on that planet. It was by heritage, I would say, because I saw it with my parents, right? And then I started this business and it went very well. But at the end, I realized, so with all the, let's say, the revenue, the success, and the employees I had, I was not able to live my true purpose, but also I was not able to delegate or to think others can do a great job too. Yes, I have to say this because I was micromanaging, you call this in nowadays, and I thought I have to have control over everything.
And what do you think the challenge is when you adapted that mindset? How did that hold you back?
It it was very stressful. It was the situation. Then COVID came, but it went well because everyone needed accounting, and so it was great. But it was also stressful. And then I came across this coach, let's say, and I asked myself, what do I really, really want? And this was not what I wanted anymore. So I questioned everything and I sorted out. And yeah, and now I'm here where I am today.
Awesome. So if I am a business owner and I'm at this crossroad, I am running a business, it's successful, it works, I can keep doing it, but I know deep down in that little corner of my heart, it's not what I want to do long term. First off, what are some of the warning signs that you're in the wrong place? And then I'll ask a follow up question about next steps. But for you, what were some of the warning signs?
Yeah, at the end of the business last year in June, I realized that every day I was afraid, or let's say scared, to enter my office. And
Oh,
I articulated this. I realized that I was always, because there were employees, and I was introvert and shy, but I masked this. So it was a red flag. Of course, the feeling when you don't feel safe or you don't feel that this is your purpose, or you have always like mental pain or suffering, that is a red flag. Mhm.
it's so funny because I was so fortunate that I built a business that I really loved. And I loved going into the building and I walked in and it made me smile. And I can just imagine how hard that is to walk in and have completely the opposite reaction to a situation.
Yes, I think it's intertwined with what I said before, with delegating, and also it had to do with trust. Do I trust my employees? Do they trust me? And when you have this, because I see this only now with the experience or the open-mindedness to learn how to improve. and that there's a better way. And the trust, and then all goes with the flow, so to say, that you have this trust, and then yeah, you have a greater feeling than I had.
Absolutely. So I'm going to put myself in the shoes of somebody who's like, oh, okay, this is not my place. How do you unbundle the business that you have and start transitioning to the business you want to have?
Yeah, that's my favorite question, of course, because we have two things. First of all, when you become clear about what you really, really want, then decision making is really, it's easy because you remove everything that's not aligned with your new person, the person you want to become, so to say. So for me, once I made the decision, within 1 month, I tell you, 1 month, everything was, how is the word? Solved or resolved or something. The employees were gone, so of course I dismissed them, or if this is the word. Then the clients we had, it was all negotiated that I don't do this anymore. So it was easy. This was easy. And then the second thing, but that came before, that there were people seeing me at that person as this person and telling me, yeah, try once more and you can hire a CEO or something. But I did not feel it. The decision was made, and then everything was easy.
So I think that's a really good example of once you get clarity on what you really want and what you really want to do, it is easy to let go. Yes, you have relationships with the people and you want to make sure that they land. But I have seen so many business owners that stay in a business that they don't like because of the obligation to their employees. And I think they forget the obligation to themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you said is very important because it goes in both directions. So whether you decide that this is not your business or you see clearly, as you did, that this is exactly what you wanted, then once you make this decision, then everything is clear. You talked about clarity. Mhm.
Absolutely. And so you are now a year into this process. You've left the accounting firm behind, though I imagine you still have to do accounting for your business.
No, I don't do this because this would be what I call compromise, and I don't do compromises anymore. No, of course I do. I don't want it.
Awesome. All right. So you have somebody else doing your books, and you
Mhm.
are totally embracing the coaching and the consulting. And as you're working with startups, how do you help them get clarity around their choices?
Yeah, it is easy. It's like I learned how to do this. So you take a sheet of paper and a pen, and you take 30 minutes of your time and you write down everything that you want. It's like a shopping list. I call it shopping list. Do your shopping list. It can be illogical because this is how we get or we go outside comfort zone and reach the things that were not possible yet for us. So that way you gain clarity about what you want and what you don't want anymore.
The idea of writing it down or saying it out loud, even if it sounds ridiculous, even if it sounds impossible, can be so empowering because the minute that you do that, it starts to become real.
Yes, you fuse with the idea, and furthermore, you accept the energy of the idea. Because what I did first, I studied all the masculine, I call it masculine coaches, mentors, and teachers like Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill. You know them all.
Mhm.
Think and Grow Rich. I studied every day, and then last year, the feminine side came into play, the intuitive part. Listen to your heart, follow your intuition, and so on and so on. And now I forgot what I want to say. We are guided and we are always at the right place at the right time. Yes, like I am
Absolutely.
here now with you.
Well, Carolyn, I am so glad that you could join me. This was a fun conversation. I am going to encourage everyone to check out your podcast. There'll be a link to the podcast and your new book, Inspired Chronicles. Thanks again for being a part of the show.
Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity.
It was fun. And if you're looking for other resources for your business, be sure to check out morethanafewwords.com. There you'll find workbooks, webinars, white papers, and so much more. This has been another episode of More Than a Few Words. Thanks for listening.